Balanced news and severe weather coverage. Fox 11 News at 10 starts now.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Americans remembering one of the most deadly attacks on U.S. soil. With memorials and ceremonies nationwide,
those men and women that lost their lives at Pearl Harbor were really the heroes.
To honor those lost 75 years ago today at Pearl Harbor. Today marks 3/4 of a century since the surprise attack by the Japanese on Pearl Harbor. More than 2,400 Americans were killed and 1,000 more were wounded. Fox 11's Alex Ronaldo shows us how American Legion Post 75 honored their memory today in Fond du Lac.
A day that will live in infamy.
Linus Stahl was a junior in high school on December 7th, 1941.
I was devastated when I heard about that.
The attack on Pearl Harbor dictated the Fond du Lac native's future. He went on to serve in the Pacific Theater during World War II.
And I says, when my time comes, I'm going to make sure that I do my part to get back at them, and that's why I enlisted in the Navy.
Very special.
Lieutenant Commander Ronald Rowan organized this Pearl Harbor commemoration in Fond du Lac.
Remember all those that were either killed or injured during this attack, and then in the following years during World War II.
The ceremony included speeches, music, and a flyover by a Coast Guard helicopter. But Rowan says the most important part was Dahl's story. According to Veterans Affairs, about 600,000 World War II veterans are currently alive today. However, nearly 400 die each day.
The numbers are staggeringly higher than I thought.
Rowan says it's more important now than ever to listen to the stories of World War II veterans.
There's wisdom and a lot of sacrifice that was experienced during that time.
If you don't know about the things that happened years ago, you really don't know the good part of history. History is something that'll never go away, and if you don't know about it, I guess it doesn't help you much.
However, Dahl tells us he shouldn't be getting all the attention on this day.
The real heroes on Pearl Harbor are the ones that were there.
In Fond du Lac, Alex Ronaldo, Fox 11 News.
Tonight we take a closer look at the attack on Pearl Harbor. The attack was an attempt to neutralize the U.S. naval fleet in the Pacific. It lasted less than 2 hours, in fact, just an hour and 50 minutes. There were 8 battleships in the harbor, which included all of the battleships of the Pacific Fleet, except for one. All of the battleships were either sunk or damaged during the attack. Now, amazingly, all but 2, the Arizona and the Oklahoma, were eventually able to return to active duty. A total of 2,403 U.S. servicemen were killed. 1,177 were on board the Arizona. And today, 4 of the 5 remaining survivors of the USS Arizona attended today's commemoration events at Pearl Harbor.
We proceeded to go hand over hand across to the vessel, about 70, 80 feet. I don't know how I made it, but I'm here.
Be prepared. We don't want it to happen again.
To honor those who lost their lives, Hawaii held a special memorial. Thousands of people were on hand to observe a moment of silence at the exact moment the attack began.